quiet? Is it too loud? Just want to make sure everything is set up. Hopefully this works properly. There's a big delay, one or two minute delay. Hello, Bricktax. Cuddies. So between the time I wrote hello in the chat, I already turned on my camera. It's still not showing up in the live stream. Yeah, so there's like a 30-second delay between when you write and I actually read it. And you can see my face, you can see my hands. Well, it's in 30 seconds. So, yeah, welcome everyone. I will see your messages eventually. You can hear music, but also cutting sounds. Not sure what you refer to by cutting sounds. Are they still happening? Is it a one-time thing, or is it still happening right now? so I hope the audio is better now. Otherwise, I'll have to change it for the next live stream. I'm not quite sure how to change audio settings on the fly. If anyone here is a YouTuber or you have experience with OBS, like a quick trick for me that I could actually use, then please do share. It's my first time using this. I do not pretend to be a specialist. So today, we're going to get some sets from this Lego van right here. So here's the information. I already waiting for too long, so I'm waiting any longer. Here's the top box of these sets. Here's the back of the box where we see our studio delivery truck from 24, as well as another the box. The box. So the idea is that we're going to do this set, and we'll organize the set itself as well as the sets that come into a list. Plus, we'll also do all the January sets at the same time. Why not? Really important. Can you still hear me? Can you still understand what's saying? Or is it so bad that you cannot even? In this set, we got 3 numbered bags, numbered from 1 to 3, as well as this plate that is not part of any bag. And we also got these instructions I will not be using, so I'll be building instructions referring only to the building phases for bags 1 to 3, respectively. But there is a QR point, and here's the point. Everything here is printed, no stickers in this set. I'm very happy about that. Here are some other LEGO City sets. So if you're interested in any of these, leave a comment in the chat. These sets to see where they fit on this list in due time. So that's a preview of what to expect. We have 107 steps, 108 steps, 109 pages for 270 pieces. That's right. Basically, we're doing 3 pieces per step. Low. This is a 6+, so I do understand that to some extent. Can't hear you. Huh. I'm going to temporarily watch my own live stream on another device and see if I can, what do I hear. Okay, I understand better what you mean by the voice. Let me try to fix this. Let me Hello? Okay, I think something is happening. I think something is happening. So I'm gonna hold up this paper bag while testing with this other microphone. I think that something is happening. I see like the audio thing is green now. Hello? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I heard myself speak, so I think we're good, but I'll just wait for one more confirmation from the chat. I hear myself, so I should be good to go. And now I'll just do my prep stuff so that I can make the future video for this set easier to do. In this set, we got 3 numbered bags, numbered from 1 to 3. We also get this instruction manual that I will not be using. I will refer only to the building phases for each bag. And everything here is a print. There are no stickers in this set. Alright, let's get started with bag number 1. I'm pretty sure you can hear me by now, but if you cannot hear me, throw something in the chat. Okay, I see a confirmation. Excellent. Thank you again for bearing with me. It's my very first time that I do this kind of setup. So thanks again for your patience. Looks like we got a minifigure in this bag, as usual. I like to twist the heads so it's easy to remove them later or adjust them. According to this box, he has the dark tan legs, and this hairpiece right here. Yeah, it's a cute minifigure right there. Looks a little bit like me. I have this other minifigure right here. And I'm happy that LEGO is increasing female representation of minifigures in sets. In the past, you would get like mostly just men in the minifigure sets, but now they're getting better and better at representation. We also see here like a hearing aid, so like some focus on diversity, although not always what customers expect, but still it's nice to take the wins when we can get them. So yeah, 2 minifigures in bag 1, and these are the only 2 minifigures in the set. Now I'll just adjust this slightly and we'll start the build itself. But yeah, just look at these amazing pieces. Yeah, I really appreciate these pieces right here. The printed tiles, they represent actual real LEGO sets. So it's nice to see them here. So put these to the side and we'll make use of them eventually. There's also this one for the monster truck. That's pretty cool. Alright. Now, I'm pretty sure we're going to use this for the chassis. And start the build with that. I wish I could bring the laptop a bit closer to myself so I get a better angle. Alright. So again, I'm referring to the 3D view of the set off screen, just to be able to see what do we get with bag 1, but I'm not using the individual instruction steps. As long as in the end it looks like this, or less, I'm happy with it. You might be able to rearrange like some of these plates on the inside, and it's probably not going to matter too much as long as it works in the end. There's lots of colors here, and they're both to help builders build the set more easily, but also sometimes LEGO has hidden meanings in these colors. So if you know what each of these things means, leave a comment down below, and I think these might be references to previous LEGO sets. Various themes. Bonus points if you can figure out which sets exactly. In particular, we have this color right here, the dark orange, as well as the sand green used for the modular building. Is that a coincidence? Maybe. Also the dark tan also used for the modular building, which I plan on buying tomorrow, building that without the instructions as well. So maybe it's a coincidence, or maybe there's like a hidden message right there. I guess we'll find out. We're using these wheel arch pieces, but not over the wheels. We're using them here for some reason. That's some nice part usage right there. Perhaps you could interpret this as like for the drivetrain for the truck. It's pretty niche that they went to that extent, but I'm not complaining. Because things are different in the LEGO world. Even before I finish the build, what are your LEGO plans for 2026? Are you going to buy anything? Or is there any particular theme or set that you're interested in? Share in the comments. I'd really love to know your thoughts. Thought this would be like an 8 wide vehicle, but it looks like it's going to be 6 wide. So quite narrow. But that is the standard for most LEGO City sets, so it's not completely shocking. But sometimes I wish they would go to 8 wide just to match with Speed Champions and to give us more details. But on the other hand, it will make things more expensive. So it's like a situation with both pros and cons. Put it that way. This piece might be new for 2026, or at least it's relatively new. Pretty convenient as a bracket that basically does everything. before, like you'd have to simulate this piece with lots of different pieces, but this just makes things a lot more convenient, especially for younger builders. If there were stickers in this set, they would probably put a license plate right here. This is going to get attached to the front somehow. Come back to that. To add the wheel wells. Let's see if this. Yeah, that works actually. Bit of studs on the side construction right here. And it looks like everything is symmetrical when I spin the thing around. The box shows this sprue mark at the front for some reason. I will go with that, although I would prefer it the other way, but maybe it is better this way if you look at it from most angles, because we want to hide this as much as possible, and I guess if you look at it this way, the way they did it is actually better. Now, for some reason, we're doing this here instead of here. I'm guessing they're doing this for aesthetics. Or maybe there's another reason that it's just not clear yet. Yeah, there's way more detail here than the sets that I had as a kid. We know, like, from here that there's going to be like yellow on the outside. So through the process of elimination, we know that this red plate is going to go somewhere in here. Yeah, this red plate is not even visible in the 3D view. You cannot even see it, but we know it has to go here. There's nowhere else for it to go. Okay. I see space in left side, so I think you better move in left side so we can see Lego more clearly. Let me see what I can do about that. So we were talking about this space here. Yeah, so due to the way things are set up, like my hands are not that long to stretch that far, but what I can do is I can shrink my head using the magic of technology. I'll do this. A little side build. You know how to do that. You also don't see these pieces anywhere, so I'm sure they fill up some part right here, although I'm not sure which. I'm guessing. I'm guessing it's here, but if it's here, then this won't be able to fit there, so it cannot be here, actually. Here we actually have a, looks to be like a tile. So this is the only thing that fits the color. So it has to be this. Put this here. And yeah, this has to be the place where this goes. Maybe you fill up these with something, but I'm not sure. In any case, we don't really need to because this will not be visible in the end. What pieces do we need? Well, we know that this piece goes here. That for sure. We know we're going to need these two. This two. This is going to go here, so we know that we need it. Know that we need this. Basically, I'm doing the process of elimination to find out what are the things that we don't need, so I can put them there. And we know we need to put these on to here, so we need something of length 1 by 2, which we do have here. Again, these are not shown in the 3D view. Maybe if you move yourself to the left would give a better view. Let's see, can I do that? Let me try doing that. Yeah, I think I can do that. Okay, yeah, I try to move myself to the left. It will take a while to take effect, but yeah. Again, there is a delay between when I do something and when it shows up. And thank you for the suggestions. Thank you for joining the live stream. It really means a lot to me, and I really appreciate that you're here. So thank you again. My guess is that these go here. We can throw them in here because we don't really care about this. This can go here. This can go here. And now that I think about it, I think the reason why we're not doing just plates on top of plates is to make it easier to disassemble the set if you want to rebuild it into something else. So I know LEGO has faced this criticism in the past, so to make things easier for people, I guess they're using these tiles on the inside, even though in the end they're not going to be seen. So that's why they're using like this tile here, so that when we attach things on top of it, we can take them off more easily afterwards. Pretty sure that's the reason why. So in the end, we have something that looks like this for bag one. Much better. Oh yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, thank you for the suggestion. I really appreciate it. So somehow we're not using these pieces yet. So I'll just put them to the side. Maybe we'll use them later. Sometimes that happens in various builds. This is an accessory, so we'll go to one of the figures. This, I don't know where do we put this, but again, we might use it later, so I'll just hold on to all these pieces for later. Bag one gives us the two minifigures of the set, these beautiful printed Lego tiles, as well as the chassis of the delivery van. So get rid of bag one, bag two. Still getting mostly plastic bags in North America. Sometimes I've seen paper bags, like once or twice, but it's still pretty rare. So first of all, I'll show you the pieces, then I'll move them away and do the build. Hopefully there are no scratches on this thing. There's a few scratches. For a cheap set, I don't want to complain too much, but at the same time, I think LEGO should provide more protection for these pieces. Yeah, here are the pieces. If there's anything interesting, leave a comment down below. I like this color, it's my favorite. We only got one piece like that in this bag at least. So with that being said, let's continue the build. There are no minifigures in this bag, unfortunately. And this one, I think it's going to be easier to build starting from the back because we're going to do lots of stuff at the front. So using the process of elimination to remove stuff from the back does make things a bit easier. And once again, feel free to share your Lego plans for this year. What do you plan on buying, if any? Or do you already have too many sets that you need to build before you buy more? Got another accessory for the minifigures, this wrench right here. Yeah, so I see now that we're going to cover this, so that's the reason why we have this title. It's just to make this so much easier to remove later on. I do like the idea. I do appreciate that LEGO cares for its customers, including its very young customers. Yeah, back when I was a kid, we had to use brick separators or our teeth to disassemble sets when we wanted to rebuild them into something else. Yeah, kids these days, they don't understand the struggle. Also, now we have numbered bags. In the past, there was no such thing as numbered bags. You just empty the whole set and you start building it. Figure it out. I do like the numbered bags though, especially building without the instructions. It makes things so much more reasonable for me. So I'm definitely in favor of the numbered bags. The more the better, as long as it's not like one piece per bag or something ridiculous like that. I've seen someone do that as a prank once. They bought a Lego set, they individually wrapped every single piece, and they gave it to their sibling. That's hilarious. So yeah, we have this. Just gonna check the live stream for a moment. Can't do that. And I read online that Lego actually has real vans like this in Europe that do deliveries. Like that would be so cool to see like a real Lego van like this in your neighborhood. It's like the most amazing thing ever. This is a new piece for 2026. It's a piece that is 2x6 at the bottom, and at the top it's 2x5. And the reason for this piece to exist is to allow minifigures to sit comfortably side by side in a 6-wide vehicle. But before this piece existed, you'd have to create a solution that was imperfect or use too many pieces. This basically combines lots of pieces into one thin piece. You could do things that you could not do before easily. And it's also compatible with the Lego doors that we all know and love. So basically a door is going to fit perfectly here because they designed it that way. So that's excellent work by the Lego part designers. Lots of people who do important stuff at Lego, not just the set designers. Of course, everyone knows the set designers. They're the most famous, etc. But the parts designers also deserve our credit, our respect for designing these parts. I believe this goes here. Strange to see like a 2x4 brick randomly, but I'm guessing they had to fill the space somehow. Starting to see what's going on here. So I'll be building from the middle, and then we'll come back to finish the missing parts, basically using the process of elimination as usual. I believe this piece goes here. That just makes sense, right? Yeah, it's perfectly aligned, so we know that we're on the right track. Whenever we see like something that's going to be hidden, it's going to be like one of these colors here. I use that to make it super easy to build, because in the end this red piece will not be visible. I have this thing on top of it. There we go. Brackets. It looks like there's going to be lights inside the van. I wish Lego would do real lights in their vans, or in their sets in general, especially the more expensive ones. That would really make things even more epic than they are. We built all of this using a bunch of pieces, but then we don't know where to put it yet. Well, we have an idea, but we don't know what do we need to do to fill this space. So I'm guessing this is going to be part of that, but just want to make sure before committing to that. because you never know, right? One of the details that's not visible in the 3D view, but it's visible in the box, on the box, is this thing right here, where you open it to see what's going on inside. So we know that there's going to be a motor and a little bit of red on the sides. I'll put the box to the side, or I'll actually bring it closer to me so I can see the details. So yeah, we do know that we need at least 2 of these for the motor. Actually, we need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have exactly 4, so that makes sense. So we're going to be using this piece here. Like a 2x2 curved slope. This one right here. And eventually this will clip on here, but we're not going to clip it yet. Okay, so we know that this is going to have pieces from the underside and the overside. This is over and under like this. Same thing here. Cool. There you go. Let's see here. This is going to be a thing. Okay, I'm starting to see things now. This goes here. This goes here. Does it fit? Yeah, it looks like it fits pretty much spot on. Then we have this behind it. It's pretty hard to see, but if you look very, very closely, you'll be able to see it. Then there's this piece, I believe, goes on there directly. Yeah, that's the general idea. Yeah, so we're almost done with this bag. There's not that many pieces left. Some of them we know where they're gonna go. So I think we're pretty much good to go for this bag, more or less. This go here. Now we can do the doors. Actually, I see one of those red pieces that should have gone in there, but oh, we have a printed dash. I don't know if this piece is new or not, but it's nice to get. Okay, so this piece is at the level of this piece here, so let's just add these here. I'm guessing this is what it's going to be like. Okay, that fits. We need like a 2x2 piece, and none of the pieces from bag 1 are going to fit here properly. Put this here, like an armrest between the minifigures. And let's find a piece that we don't need to put here. Setting it up back to looks like it has like some plastic residue on it. Doesn't really change much. We know where this piece goes. We know where this piece goes. We know about these two. The steering wheel, obviously. The dash. Where do these go? Check. Yeah, we know where these go. We also with a brick. I don't see any yellow bricks. It's a mystery. Are we missing a piece? It's very rare that we miss a piece. Usually we put too many pieces somewhere else in the build. It's almost always the situation. But here we didn't really use any yellow pieces. And these pieces are on the outside, so they have to be here. We cannot really steal from this. Very strange indeed. I guess as we build, things will become more and more clear. So let's try putting this here. We're going to miss a couple of attachment points, but yeah, it's something we did not use in bag 1. Maybe it's supposed to go here. I'm not sure. It's hard to know for sure. Next to the door, we have the steering wheel. On the other side, we have this ingot piece. Here, there should be like a brick. I don't see any brick that fits that. So this will go there. Oh, it's not a brick, it's actually this thing here. We need something to attach it with. I don't see a way to attach it, so if we do this, will it stay in place? No. That means this needs to go under. We have to get rid of this. Easier said than done, but it's possible. Might be easier to rip the whole thing apart. Get rid of this, then bring the whole thing back. That'd be the right location, obviously. This goes here. I'm guessing I'm missing one of these like red pieces or an equivalent piece to it. I don't see anything else I could use that jumps to me right now. Here we have to use this. We have two of these. Do we need both of them? Not sure. We're going to use one for the window. Actually, maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. Yeah, let's try that. This is drum lacquered silver, by the way. This piece right here. I really like that. The metallic silver. It's right here, so that's the engine of the thing. Now we can put these on top. Here are mirrors. And in theory, we're good to go. Well, this dash goes here. This. these pieces right here. Yeah, so they fit perfectly, and we did our job correctly. Let's clip this in. Just light a little bit. And that also fits perfectly. There is a little bit of a gap, but I think that's by design. Yeah, this thing does open. You can see the engine just like the box promises. Finally, this goes here. You can attach the windshield on top of it. Yeah, this looks perfect to me. Just need to do some adjustments, make sure it's properly in place. Yeah, there we go. Bag 2 builds the cabin of the van. We also build a little bit of engine detail right here. And then we also build this backrest on the other side, like lights and basically part of the rear of the van. I know there's a technical term for it, but I just don't know it right now off the top of my head. With that, let's move on to bag 3, the last bag of the set. And after that, the tier list. I know you're all waiting for that. All right. Just want to take a moment to appreciate these printed pieces. These are amazing, and actually they're not the same. This and this are mirrors, or not even mirrors, but like they're two different designs. So that's nice. And then the icing on the cake, the thing that's really special about this set is this. A printed Lego logo tile. These are so rare. These are so hard to get. And it used to be for a long time, you could only get this in like a gift with purchase that was available for like 3 days and then never again. So now I have a printed Lego logo. It's amazing. And I hope Lego keeps this piece for a long, long time and uses it for everything, basically. Like, you can make this into a Lego store, you can do lots of cool stuff with that piece, and I believe there's a second printed piece as well. This is unprinted. This is unprinted. This is unprinted, but I know there's a second printed piece. The Lego logo somewhere. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. This is an amazing piece as well, similar to the first one. Yeah, just seeing these in person makes me so happy. You have no idea. So with that being said, let's finish up the van. Tires are always obvious. Everyone knows how to do the tires. And here we're having these new, relatively new wheel hub covers. I think they look nice. We've actually seen this before in the go-kart racer, and they were released, I believe, in summer 2025. these. Right. You can see here, like from the box, again from that same picture. I'll show it to you upside down just because of the angle of the camera, but basically from here we can see a little bit how this thing is made. So yeah, I'll move the pieces over just to give myself some space. Start building this like from the back to the front, basically. I don't think we can do it any other way. Openable doors, which is always a good thing. Some turn signals. And some 1x2s over here. Followed by some tiles. Should go this way. 1x2. And tiles here. This whole thing goes right here. Okay, so far so good. This. We're gonna have another one on the other side. as a fun challenge to think about how to put these pieces together. These go together? Well, yes and no, because you want to be able to open the sides of the van, not just the back. So we should not attach anything that blocks the two sides from opening. That's something to keep in mind. It's not just that we have to connect the pieces, we have to connect only the subcomponents that we want to connect. So sometimes it can be tricky to figure that out. We have lots of pieces here. The black pieces don't show up very well on the black background, but they are here and we need to consider them. I know for sure this goes here. I know this tile goes here, and the mirror on the other side. I don't see anything in chat since a while. I don't know what happened, but it's been a while since I've seen something from chat, so if you're still here, throw a quick message there just to confirm that everything is still working, which I hope it is. This goes here. Now here, I know in advance that if we don't do this carefully, we're gonna get stuck, because in order to insert stuff on both sides, we're gonna need more space than is available. But because this is a small set, you could just like take this whole thing off, attach what you need, and then bring it back. So I'm not too worried. If it was a larger set, then you do have to worry about these things. You always have to build from the inside out, not from the outside in. Or you go from left to right. You only go in one direction. But never build in two directions like this for a large build. Unless you know what you're doing and you're planning on taking it apart and you're happy with that. Do know that these pieces are going to be involved somehow. Like this. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. Obviously, same thing on the inside. And you might be tricked into thinking that because there's a Technic hole here, and I have a Technic pin, that means I have to put this here. But no, if you put this here, then you will not be able to attach the black piece on the other side. So you have to think carefully about the whole thing that you want to do, not just like put pieces together just because they look like they will fit together. And this is something you learn through experience by doing this a few times. There's a bunch of these pieces here, but I don't see where they go. So they might be like hidden somewhere in here just for fun. Or they go into some side build that I did not notice. But if we need some 1x2s and we run out of these ones, they're like relatively unimportant. We will have to use these transparent ones. But let's hope we don't need to do that. They might be inner lights for this thing now that I think about it. That's the most likely explanation for them. And at some point, we're going to have this. Before we attach this here, we need something here in the middle. So that's something we have to think about. Well, if you look very, very carefully at the box, we see that for whatever reason, we're using these pieces there. So first of all, we're using the transparent piece. Then on top of it, the gray piece here. I would have never guessed that, especially in that order, but it looks like that's what. Is that what they're asking us to do? And then the yellow piece on top. The yellow Technic piece. So yeah, I would have never guessed this. Yeah, this goes here. So sometimes the box gives you more information than the 3D view. So, like, never forget to check the box. Same thing on the other side, but obviously mirrored. Next, looks like this piece will fit here. I think that's the most logical place for it. And yeah, here, same thing with the yellow pieces with a Technic pinhole. Okay, yeah, I think that's how it works. These go right here. We will attach them soon. First, let's just cover this up a little bit. Yeah, this is fun. Everything else is tiled off horizontally. Tile. It's great. And then here we have these pieces that we'll be using for studs on the side, attachments. And this will be visible on the exterior of the truck, so that's why they're going with the black color here. Alright, now I think we're close to the point where we can attach these, but let's just do this and see is there anything else we need to do. I think we're good to attach these right now. So here's how we'll do it. We'll just insert these here because like there's more mass there. Then do this. And again, in theory, this is not going to work, but I'll just remove this part, attach these here. It's easier to do them one by one, by the way. Then here, attach them like this, and then press down. Just make sure everything is secure. Yeah, that looks good. And now we can finish up what we're doing over here. That fits perfectly. Same thing on this side. And then we're gonna have, yeah, at this point we are basically done. To tile it off, add the wheels. So if you have not already done so, go to the link in the description for the tier list video and go vote for like your favorite sets. If you have time, rank every single set, but I know there's 150 sets, so if you don't want to rank all of them, at least rank like your top 5 or top 10. I love putting the Lego tiles right here. Might be my favorite part of the build. Then we're gonna have these ones, and according to the box, this is gonna be towards the front, so that has to go here, here. Let's do the other one. This goes here, obviously. Very easy to attach with just 2 studs. And then we do the wheels. And we are done with the build. Bag 3 finishes the build with adding the rear part of the van, including these very beautiful printed tiles. And we also add the wheels. Alright, at this point, like, my review is going to go into the minifigures and just talk about the set overall. But I think we'll stop the build here. If you have any thoughts or comments or questions on it, leave them down below. I'll show you very quickly the minifigures while I have them. Here they are. They look very cute. Very happy to get them. Back printing. They have the same torso. It's very hard to see the back printing. It's black on dark blue, but that's basically what the back printing looks like. There's no side printing for either of them, except for this hearing aid, if you want to count that. And in terms of alternative expressions, this guy has none. Same thing for the woman. They just have this one smiley face, and that's it. That's all they need. Let's look again at the tiles included. So I thought they would give us like multiple copies of each one, but I guess that's a bit greedy of me to expect in like a quote-unquote cheap set. It's not like a super cheap set, but it's also not like a super expensive set either. So we got like 1 each of all of these. I wish we got like 2 of each. Because like once they make them, like it doesn't cost that much more to make multiple copies. I believe this piece existed before the excavator, but I'm not sure about the others. But in any case, I'm very, very happy to get these pieces, and I hope that we get more and more of them. So, yeah, taking a look at the van itself. So, quite a nice van. We just built it, so you know how it's built. But let's just take a look at it from all the angles. It's pretty cool. I'm guessing now that I look at the box, looking at the back of the box, I see now what these pieces are for. The blue and tan pieces is to represent stacks of Lego sets. So you could basically make a pallet of Lego and put it in the truck. Like, due to time constraints, I'm not going to do that now because I want to wrap up this part very soon, but I'll just show you the van itself. So, yeah. That looks cool. You can open the doors from the rear. This is what it looks like. And then you can also open the doors like this. So, that's quite nice as well. So yeah, cool set. And because this is the very first time that we have these drivers or the minifigures sitting side by side in this kind of configuration, let's see what they look like. So I'm going to make him the passenger, her the driver. Of course, you can always make it the other way around. You can have them take turns as you like in your Lego city. Yeah, let's see how that looks. That looks good so far. And then with this piece right here, it's so that minifigures with large head pieces can be accommodated easily, like the Ninjago figures and so on. So yeah, that's a nice look right there. Although the yellow of the truck and the yellow of the minifigures is a bit like, I wish they use a different color for the minifigures just because this is a yellow truck. And they kind of blend into the truck. They all look exactly the same, but other than that, it's a good look right there. You can open the hood for the engine to look at the engine detail, so that's nice as well. You've already seen like the back. Here it is from the top and the bottom. Some weird colors at the bottom, but they might have a reference to something. Of course, they could go back and forth. You can make it, there's no steering mechanism, but you can make it turn relatively easily just because it's not a very large toy. So yeah, there's the Lego delivery van. Here are some sets that we're going to be ranking. So obviously this is S tier. I will definitely put this in S tier, and I will not take any negotiations on that. When it comes to these sets, and these sets have been released prior to this one. I don't know why, but they gave us like last year's sets with this year's delivery van. But regardless of that, like just imagine like S tier, A tier, and so on. Excavator. In fact, I already built the excavator, and I will put this one in A tier. It's like close to top of the line for me. I do think it's possibly icons worthy, but at the same time, like it's a very nice build. It's better than the models that came before it, but there's no like wow factor. There's nothing there that like changes the history of Lego in that set. This one, I think people remember the set like 50 years from now, people will look back at this set. I'm not sure I can say the same for the excavator. So the excavator, solid A tier. Definitely recommend it as a build. The monster truck, I have not built this set yet. I don't know if I'll build it or not. It looks pretty cool. But again, other than the big tires, there's not much to talk about here. So it's a cute little city set, but nothing too special about it. So I'll put it in B tier. If it did not have the big tires, I'll probably put it like in C tier. The camper van, this is another one that I did not build. I don't know why they went with a dark red before they went with the white. I thought that was a better color choice, but it's a design decision. I can respect it, but it's not my preference. So this one, like, it is a good build. It's a pretty good build. It tells a pretty good story. I'm between A and B tier on this, but yeah, I'll just put it in B tier just because I don't prefer the dark red, but that's entirely a subjective thing. The Arctic train is somewhere between A tier and S tier. I've not built it personally, but I've heard very good things about it. I like the way the set looks, but again, I have not built it yet, and it is a very expensive set. So I feel like I cannot give this S tier without like a justification to do so, so this one will go to A tier. And with that being said, let's move on to the more exciting part of the tier list, and that's the 150 LEGO sets that are coming out January 1st. They already come out in most parts of the world. So if I do this right, I will be able to switch to the laptop monitor. Let's see. Now, if I go to my browser, tier list, there's a delay between when I do this and when it is visible to viewers. I'm aware of the delay, but I cannot change it at this point. So I'll just have to wait for a few seconds to see whether this is showing up the way I want it to. I'm going to open the chat on a different device because I can no longer use this device, the laptop, because I'm sharing a screen so I don't see the chat there. I'll have to open the chat somewhere else. So give me a moment while I do that. In the meantime, the thing is loading. Yeah, so this was working before when I was trying it on my own, like the screen share. Let's see. Yeah, it worked again. Where's the chat? I'm not seeing anything. Laptop webcam, laptop monitor. Yeah, pardon the technical difficulties. Not seeing anything. Oh, there we go. Webcam, laptop monitor. All right, we have the tier list. I see myself like on a different device. And let's just rank all these sets. There's 162 of them, so let's just go. If you want to give your opinion, check the link in the description. There's a link to this tier list, and you can rank the sets, take a screenshot, share it with me on YouTube or through my email if you can't figure out how to do it on YouTube, but you should be able to do on that. You should be able to do that on YouTube. Well, let's take a look. So these Spidey dinos, like the 4+ sets, they're not my primary interest. I'll probably never buy them unless they're like on a deep discount. I don't hate them like on principle, so I'll just put them on. This is C tier. This, I forget like some of the set names and numbers, but like the set numbers are the name of the image basically. So if it's 123.jpg, that means it's set number 123. This might be a Duplo set. I'll never buy this particular set. Same thing with this set here. Like this small Duplo set I might get if I want to get the gift with purchase that they're offering right now. Same thing with this one here. It's really borderline. This one doesn't really interest me. This one's construction, so I might get it. This one is also construction, but it's crazy expensive. So yeah, most of the Duplo sets do not interest me. This Spidey set right here, again, deep discount. I'm doing them in order of set number, by the way. That's why you have all these sets that appear first. This one looks pretty cool, but again, deep discount. This pirate ship, deep discount, again, not for me. Gabby's Dollhouse, like, I'm not really following that theme too closely. Okay, now we're getting to interesting stuff. The Creel House. I might get that set. I'm really tempted to get it, so I'll put this in A tier. The Shopping Street, like, it's a day one purchase for me. I'm definitely going to get this set. This autumn set right here, the last one did not do too well, even though it had very nice printed pieces. So this one here has some interesting new parts, but I'm pretty sure it's going to go on deep discount on Amazon, and because it's an autumn set, there's no priority to buy it right now. The tulips, like, I'll get them on a regular discount. Like, I could see myself getting them, and I might get them for Valentine's Day if enough people are interested. Same thing for this set right here, the Peace Lily. These ones are smaller, so I'm tempted to buy them soon because I have some new pieces that I'm interested in getting. This one goes here. Paris, City of Love Architecture. I'll get this one on discount. It has some nice building techniques from what I can see. The Lovebirds, I'm tempted to get this. It looks really nice. Very nice romantic set. I might build this for Valentine's Day, I'm not sure. This is a $10 set, $10 Minecraft set, so it's like an impulse buy. Doesn't have too many new things, but it has like 1 or 2 new pieces, so I'm tempted to buy it. I do like Minecraft in general, so I'll put most of them in like A tier. There's this Minecraft zombie dungeon set that I already bought and I already built. I just have not showed it yet because like the video is currently going through the editing process. The fox, I know most people like this Minecraft fox, but I personally don't see the appeal. Like it feels like it's just that you build it and you display it, and I'm not sure if I need that fox, to be honest. It looks cool, but just something that I'll get only on discount. Not really something that interests me too much. Actually, I'll move it down to C tier. These Minecraft biomes, yeah, I'll get them on discount. They look pretty cool. This Minecraft set, again, on discount because I feel like it's a bit overpriced. The poly bags, I'll get them as soon as I can. I love the poly bags. They're very cheap. They're very easy to get. So yeah, all the poly bags, either I bought them or I will buy them as soon as I can. And I already bought like the race car right here at the flower stand. The videos are already on my channel. You can check them out as soon as you're done with this live stream. Yeah, all the poly bags. I'm gonna get every single one of them that I can. They're like $6 in Canada. Sometimes you can get them for $5. So definitely a no-brainer. This art set, I might get it on discount. It's a cool set, but again, you build it, then you display it. This one actually, it's so cool that like, even for a non-Lego fan, like they might like having it on display. So I'll keep that in mind. This hamster is cute, but I already have so many other sets that I'm gonna buy, so I'm not gonna focus on it too much. And this one, when I say we'll buy on discount, or I could also be more clear and say we'll buy on discount or later. It's not a priority for me to get the sets in the B tier. I might get them, I might not. Stuff in S tier I'm getting for sure, if I can. Stuff in A tier I'll try to get. This one I already got, the turtle. The video is already on my channel. It turned out to be the last video of 2025. I wanted to make another one with a recap video, but I just did not have the time to do that. I might do it in 2026 if I have the time between all the set reviews. The telescope I'm tempted to get. It's on my wish list, but I'm not sure if I'll get to it or not. The dinosaur, we have a green dinosaur and I have a red one. It's not a big priority for me, so I'll actually put it in C tier. This looks cool. I'll put it in A tier. I already built a very similar set, so this one, yeah, it goes to C tier. Same thing for the dog. They're nice sets, but I don't really have the priority for them. This one looks nicer, so if I was going to get the Creator 3-in-1s, I'll be getting these ones here, the hummingbird and the dolphins. The dolphins with the wave, that looks amazing. This is like an Easter set. Again, deep discount. This thing I'll never buy, I think. To be diplomatic, I think this one looks like unappealing to me. I will never buy this set. Like, maybe I'll get it as a parts pack, but I'm not going to even publicize that I got it. It just looks so uncanny to me. The love set, I might get it as a parts pack again, but I prefer the love birds for Valentine's Day. Brickheads, I might get them. I know Stranger Things is pretty popular. This one I'm tempted to get, and I'll put it right next to the Creel House because this and this go together. That's the Creel House, and this is its gift with purchase. This one I'm planning to get for sure. And this is the gift with purchase for the shopping street, although it is also available with most other sets except the Creel House. This Bugs Bunny looks weird, but I guess it might look better in person than in renders. So I'll get this later, maybe. The Brickheads, I'm not entirely sure who this is. I think it's Angel. So I'm not super invested in this particular character. This Technic set I already got. Check out my review on the channel. This Technic set I might get. And this one I'll rank a bit higher, just because the pink color scheme is not something we see very often from LEGO Technic, so I do want to highlight that for the people who are interested in that. And this one I'm very tempted to buy, the Rocket. And in fact, it's in my cart. I'm planning on buying it, so let me put it in S tier. I like to see LEGO Technic sets that are not like just random cars. And speaking of which, most of these are just cars. And all of them, I think, are going to go into the steep discount category. Yeah, the black one in particular is very overpriced. Just because it's an 18 plus set. Black car on black box. I'm not really into that. I mean, I don't judge a set just based on the box, but it doesn't help. And it's very overpriced, and I really don't like that. They overpriced it for that reason. There's no special mechanism, there's no gearbox, etc. Shout out to Unbrick Me if you're watching. I hope we do get like some sets with gearboxes soon. This is a 4+ LEGO Friends set. Again, I'll get it on deep discount. It's not a priority for me. So now we're doing all the LEGO Friends sets. This one is like a doggy daycare type of thing. Again, not a priority for me at all. I don't like the color scheme of this van. So it goes to the deep discount. This one looks cute, actually, the bunny hotel. The grocery store also looks like, if I get some friend sets, it's going to be these ones. This one I already got, the axolotl set. Has some very nice molds. This unicorn thing, not really. This fashion thing, I mean, it might have some useful parts. But yeah, still, it's deep discount territory for me. This one, maybe. Like the playground thing. And the house I'm tempted to buy. Leanne's house. It is open back, it is not fully enclosed, but it just looks very, very nice. It has a bunch of interesting colors. This one looks like a retro friend set. These used to go on deep discounts all the time. This one, maybe. This one I'm interested in. The restaurant has a nice North African or Middle Eastern type architecture. I like the design. I like the printed pieces. So I'm tempted to get that one. It's a cute $10 set. I might get this as well. This one just looks unappealing to me. The animals are interesting, but just the design of the car and the trailer not so much. This one kind of fits in the same category. This one I'll rank a bit higher. The seal set. I think these are seals. I don't remember off the top of my head, but basically there's like some animals here in this, or walruses or something. Looks potentially useful. This is a 4+, I believe it's a 4+ Disney set with Frozen. I'll have to get this on like a super deep discount for it to be worth it. These things look, I was going to say a word, but I cannot say the word, but yeah, these things look very strange to me. I'm never going to get this, ever. Like, maybe if LEGO gives it to me for free, maybe then. This is deep discount territory. This cat looks cute. The Aristocats, I believe. Olaf thing. Like, I'll put him in B tier. Definitely not a priority. This one is literally a parts pack. It's like the, someone on the internet called it like the Arch Battle Pack. Also has 2 of these weird figures. Speaking of which, yeah, I'm not gonna get those. Alright, now we're into Lego City. Lego City is so much fun. So you have these vehicles. I'm tempted to put them all in S tier. I need to get this. Like, am I gonna get like day 1 or not? I'm not sure. But I need to get this. The police van, I'll get it later. It's not a priority for me. Same thing with this police thing right here, the police ride. Fire truck, I'm more interested in. The construction one is S tier. I'm getting that for sure. The game one, maybe. But I don't know if it's worth it for me to get every single one of them. Same thing for this hot rod. Looks cool, but not a priority. This, on the other hand, I like the car. And same thing for the taxi. I've heard some people complain about the taxi, but I don't understand the hate. I like the set. Same thing for the fries food truck. Like, the fries food truck might go to S tier just because I like the food trucks. I got the one from last year. The car and jet goes in B tier. The snowplow S tier just because I am in Canada and snowplows are very important. This 4+ set, I'll have to get it on deep discount. The recycling truck, this looks really cool. Again, maybe it's too much to put it in S tier, but I just like this truck. This tractor, A tier, but I could put it in S tier. It's a really beautiful tractor, and teal is my favorite color, so you know what? Because it's teal, I'll put it in S tier for that reason. This fire truck has steering, has literal steering mechanism. This might be the first time in LEGO history that they do that. Another S tier. I already got the LEGO delivery truck. We built it right now on stream, so that's also S tier by definition. The airport is less of a priority just because it's pretty large. I need to wait for a discount on that. Same thing with the Coast Guard stuff. Again, LEGO's doing so many things, it's hard to do everything all at once. The remix, has like a bunch of stuff that I'm interested in, so I'll put it in A tier. The collectible minifigures, S tier. I always collect all the collectible minifigures. Well, definitely day 1 buy for those. LEGO Dreams has 5 sets. So which of these sets am I going to get? This one, I mean, most of these are going to be deep discount or B tier or C tier. Like, yeah, this one does not interest me that much. The submarine does interest me. So the submarine, I'll put it like between B tier and A tier. Like, yeah, B tier maybe. This one did interest me at first, but then I noticed that the legs have no articulation at all. So that really knocks it down. Like I was putting this like an A tier when I first saw it, just because I love construction. I love the idea of construction, but there's less than meets the eye with this set, from what I understand. So that brings it into B tier. So I like the idea, but I don't like the way they executed it, from what I can see on Lego Online. The Dino Jet, it's going to be a deep discount set for me. It has some really cool parts, but I cannot justify the price. The most expensive set of the wave, it looks really cool, and it looks useful, so I'm tempted to buy it. I also want to send a message to Lego to support Lego Dreams by buying like the flagship set of the wave. So I'm tempted to buy it, but I cannot commit to it and say that this is S tier just yet. The spinners, I already got the Nia spinner, so that's easy S tier. I'll put it in A tier, then I'll move it to S tier just because it's getting more difficult to scroll. The Lloyd spinner, like that one is also gonna be S tier. I just did not get it yet. The Kai dragon thing, I already got that set. So we're in Ninjago now. We switched themes to Ninjago. The Cole mission mech or Cole golem form, I might get it, but I want a discount on that set. I think it's a bit overpriced. Same thing with the Ryu. They could have designed the head a bit better, according to some Lego YouTubers that I follow, and generally I think they're right, but I want to see it in person before I make my own final judgment. Then Jay's car is, again, looks interesting as a concept and as a set, but it's very overpriced. And this set right here with the treehouse is severely overpriced, so I need a deep discount on that. I would like to get the Ninjago Legacy, like the original scene from Season 0, or I'm blanking on the name of the set. Oh, the blacksmith shop is or just blacksmith. I forgot the exact name of the set, but it's basically the blacksmith shop that shows up in the pilot episodes of Ninjago. So definitely I'm tempted to get that very soon. This dragon, I already pre-ordered just because I needed to meet a gift with purchase threshold, and this dragon seemed to let me get to that limit. Looks pretty interesting as well, although I do think it might need some modifications. It does have some nice minifigures though. So yeah, the Old Town I'm tempted to get. It's the largest, most expensive set, other than the Creel House for January. I'm very tempted to get it, but at the same time, I will probably want to wait for a discount on this set, or double points or something, just because it's $400 or $500 Canadian. It's a lot of money for one set, even though you get like tons of really cool minifigures, and the build, of course, is awesome. But you have to prioritize. It's hard as it is to get everything. This is S tier though. This is more affordable. This is the Ninjago Legacy. I'll put it in A tier and move it to S tier. This is a Ninjago Legacy. Forgot what the official name of the set is, but basically you got all the classic ninja in a box, plus a little bit of the monastery as like a gate. This $10 Star Wars set, I already got it, so that goes into S tier. Cobb Van Speeder, I want to get it on a discount. I love the minifigures from what I can see online, but at the same time it's difficult to justify the price. This one needs to be on deep discount, the AT-AT. We just got the holiday Darth Vader gingerbread AT-AT, or AT-AT, that cost less than this, and it came with the exclusive holiday gingerbread Darth Vader minifigure. This one has 0 minifigures and it costs more. The Venator I really want to get. I don't know if I'll ever be able to afford the $850 UCS, but the $100 Venator midi scale I might be able to afford, so I'm really interested in getting that. It's a shame that we did not get any main figures in this set, though. That is a bit disappointing. This 4+ set, it's gonna have to be a deep discount for me. And the mech, I'll get it later on, or on discount. I like the mechs, but again, there's other things that have to take priority. The battle pack I'll get for sure. I do collect all the battle packs. I'll move it from B tier to S tier. I do wish the price would go down though. Like, I remember these used to be like $10, $15. Now they're $25, $30. So, a bit disappointing. And then this is the last Star Wars set. Again, it has to be a deep discount, just because it's severely overpriced. Alright, now moving on to the LEGO Marvel theme. With the Sandman Final Battle set. This one I might get. I'll put it on B tier. I already got the Ghost Bike. So this one is S tier. It's a $10 set, or $13 Canadian, so very easy to get this set and build it without the instructions. This is Spider-Man's car. It looks a little bit juniorized for me, so probably B tier. The mechs look interesting, but again, there's other things to prioritize. The Groot, there's so many Groots at this point, not to be a deep discount. I already have the big Daily Bugle, so this one, like, because I already have a Daily Bugle, I'm not going to get another one unless it's a deep discount. I already have a Hulk from a previous set, so I don't need another Hulk. But there's a Hulkbuster and a very nice Iron Man here, so I think that justifies putting this in B tier. And this one, again, if time and money permit, I'll get the giant UCS Iron Man. I do like the idea, but then there's other things I need to prioritize. The Harry Potter stuff I'm not prioritizing right now. Like, it's a theme that I don't get into too much. I might get the battle pack, basically. Same thing with this. The smaller sets I might get. This thing I'll get it purely as a parts pack, if at all. And then this large set, I just don't see myself buying this. Or this. Or this. I guess this one, if it goes on like a deep discount, I might be able to justify that one. And this thing looks weird, so I'm not gonna get that. The Sonic set, the $10 set, I'll get for sure. Put it in B tier, then move it to S tier. This one, the other Sonic set, I'll put in B tier. We do get silver for the first time. I really want to get that figure, but at the same time, I think the set is a bit overpriced. Speed Champions. Speed Champions, you have the movie set. I'll put that in A tier. I'm really tempted to buy it. I've seen good things about it. I want to get those minifigures. 2 minifigures in a single Speed Champions set. That's better than what we expect. Same thing for these 3 Speed Champions that are not part of any movie. Let's do the movie Speed Champions first. So this one I'll put on a deep discount. There's no minifigure in the Cars Speed Champions set, and I'm just not super interested in the subject material, so I'll probably pass on that one. The Back to the Future is the opposite. I love the movie, I love the set, and I get that for sure. In fact, I already got it, and it's shipping on the way. I pre-ordered that last year, which will be arriving in a few days. The rest of the Speed Champions are going to go to A tier. I'll move them to B tier first, then move them to A tier just because there's not a lot of space. So yeah, these ones, they all go to A tier. And I'm tempted to buy them. I'm not sure which ones to get, because I'm probably not going to be able to get all 3. But if I had to choose one out of like these 3, which one should it be? Like share your thoughts in the comments in the chat. We'll see what happens. Finally, the Lunar New Year sets. There's just two. Like this one for me, I might get has some nice minifigures. Same thing for this one. Although this one I think has to be a deep discount for me to get it. I think it's a bit more expensive. So with that, we are done with the tier list. I'll just show you everything once more so you can take a look. And I'll focus a lot on S tier. So these are the things that I'm pretty committed to getting. And I expect to be able to get most of these sets, if not all of them. And like ranking within, like the S tier stuff. So the Shopping Street I'm planning on getting for sure, along with a gift with purchase. This one I already got, the Minecraft set. All the poly bags, the stuff I already got. This one, yeah, I'm pretty committed to doing the rocket. Like the city vehicles, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do all of them. That's the thing. So I might skip one or two of these vehicles, move them down to A tier, get them on discount a few weeks or months later. So I'll do as many as I can. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in that stuff. Ninjago stuff I've already done a bunch, but I'll do one or two more. The minifigures I'm gonna get for sure. So yeah, like I might move 2 or 3 sets from S tier down to A tier. And then conversely, I might move some sets from A tier, or basically buy some sets in A tier, depending on my mood, depending on discounts, also depending on stock availability, because when you go to the LEGO store, you might not find every single thing that you want. So if I run out of stuff to get from S tier, I might get some stuff from A tier or even B tier, depending on the situation. So yeah, you can expect reviews for most of the stuff shown in S tier throughout the course of 2026. I will not be able to publish all the reviews in one day, obviously. I plan on live streaming the build of the Shopping Street, so I'll focus on that. I might do like some small sets here and there to give you guys some content before the big review is published. So yeah, I think we'll wrap up here. It's time to say goodbye for the night, and we'll talk again soon. Of course, if you're not already subscribed, please do, so that you're able to participate in the live chat and participate in the giveaway. If you have sent something in the chat in today's live stream, it will not be forgotten. I will archive this chat and you will be considered eligible for the giveaway if you are eligible, like in the legal sense, like you're over 18 and all those other rules. So as long as those apply, then you could be considered eligible to win a prize. The details of that and how that will work will be announced in the near future. So yeah, let's take some final questions. I don't see any messages in the chat right now, but I'll give you 30 seconds from the time that I say this. I know there's a delay, so I'll have to be a bit patient. And just to indicate to myself that the 30 seconds has started, I'll move my screen up a bit. So yeah, from now, count 30 seconds. From the time it shows up.